they come out clean.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Birds in the buckets. Malik, man. Now does it feel like we back?
We back. Now we back.
I had to go back, man. Shout out to the OGs. Shout out to the OG season 2, episode 2, man. You know, if you know, you know. Shout out to that boy Feature, man. The theme song of Birds in the Buckets.
Thanks, Brian. We
man, I guess, you know, just first things first, what's really popped out to you, Malik, this past week with basketball?
Bro, the Pacers. Like, I mean, I'm trying to. It's the Pacers, bro. Like, I can't believe they're doing this right now, bro. Like, at first, I was just saying that, you know, they've gotten here so far because of like the teams that they've played and the injuries like those teams have had, like Bucks, of course, Dame. Second round, you know, you play the Cavs. Literally, like everybody in the starting five is like almost hurt or whatever, and like besides Jared Allen or something. And then you playing a fully healthy Knicks squad, bro, and it's like they literally are just dominating them. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like the Pacers, they just play a brand of basketball that's just like you don't really need a superstar to like really to win. Like, they really just be playing team ball. And then, I mean, Siakam will go off every once in a while. Tyrese went off last game. Like, I gotta give Tyrese props. Like, I've been very low on him, and it's only because of the talks that they be putting him in. But he did his thing last game with a triple dub with no turnovers. Like, dude is a literal floor general. So I gotta give him props for that. But series not over. I mean, the Knicks winning right now as we speaking, but we've seen literally the past month or two, like the Pacers come back in like 5 minutes or 3 minutes left in the game, and then they win. So it's not over yet.
100%. As you're talking, I'm trying to pull up the game right now, so I have it in the background because, you know, we created the most viral moment of the entire. Had nothing to do with the Hawks last episode with what's going on and stuff like that. So I guess, you know, yeah, man. Same thing for me. I think is really like just a continuation of what we were talking about last week of just the entire discussions that Tyrese has been placed in. A lot of it has been against Trae, and so has Brunson, and so has, believe it, once upon a time, SGA. And SGA's kind of blown past of all those guys and put himself in a league of his own as the MVP. And you know, I don't know. It's very interesting to see like the discussion and the ways of the discussion, because Trae tweeted it out himself. He said, "Winning heals everything." And you know, like literally, when the Hawks were winning, when they were in the Eastern Conference Finals, he was getting a lot of that respect that he was looking for his entire career. And the second that they go kind of back to normal Hawks basketball, quote unquote, he kind of gets a lot of the same disrespect. And people say, "Oh, he isn't this and that," and woo woo and everything like that. It's just an interesting thing to really, really see the progression of that. But yeah, man, I think that's the main thing that's sticking out to me with these playoffs is seeing the guys that he's been placed against and kind of compared to kind of surpass them with their team success. And at the end of the day, I still stand by what I say. Like, his supporting cast doesn't look nearly like Brunson's or Halliburton. So I think it's an unfair comparison still. However, you know, you have to look at the results at some point. One of these guys is going to be competing for a championship. It's probably going to be Hallie. And, you know, Trae hasn't been in that situation in 4 years.
Right, bro. It's crazy. Like, and when Trae tweeted with the whole Marcus Morris thing like a couple of days ago, he was like this is why it's important to win at a high level, because it's like folks literally show you that they're prisoners of the moment. Like, Marcus Morris showed you 2-3 days ago, and I don't know if you saw today, but Paul George literally said Halliburton is the face of the NBA. And I saw
that. He said it's the face of the
Yes. Bro,
Bro.
look it up, bro. You can pull it up. He said,
All right. I'm about to pull it up. I'm about to pull it up.
Paul George, Tyrese Halliburton on Google, bro. That joke gonna come.
This is crazy, bro. This is blasphemy, man.
I saw that notification. I was like, bro, there's no way we're here right now, bro. There's literally no way we're right here. Like, folks wasn't even thinking of Tyrese as a top 10 player. Like, folks are saying he's a top 10 player now. And I'm still on the edge about that because it's like, I mean, he's showing up. He's showing up now. Like, that's cool.
I think PG just trying to get back on the
he's trying to get views.
He is a superstar. He's the face of the NBA. He is the number one option. He's a setup point first, but he
did what you couldn't.
And be your late game scorer. He's been a clutch performer late in games. He can be an isolation player. That's just not his calling. I want to see him continue to do this, which I know he will.
He's a very relatable guy, and I think that's great for the NBA. And he just seems like a down-to-earth guy.
He has the swag. He has the confidence. He has the style. I mean, what else do you want from a superstar? He has game. He's a team.
Oh, now all of a sudden he's a superstar.
Now he's
he done jumped from the most overrated all-star to now. He wasn't even an all-star this year.
He wasn't even on the all-star team.
And nobody had a problem with it except for a couple Indiana fans, and maybe Halliburton said, oh, it's disrespectful, but nobody really had a problem with it because he didn't play well in the first half of the season.
Exactly, he didn't.
Player.
And Stephen A's take, I think it's a fair take.
It's fair. It's valid.
I don't know if we can just crown somebody a superstar off of this, but I'll tell you what, he's going to have a lot more eyes on him moving forward. Scouting reports are probably going to be a little different.
To Stephen A. Smith's point of him stamping him as a superstar, you show that you can do it on a night in, night out basis. Now, with the target on your back, that's when you're bona fide. That's when you're solidified.
All right, bro. I feel like the goalpost is just moved.
It moves, bro.
Constantly when it comes to what's a superstar, who's the face of the league, who's the GOAT. The goalposts constantly move, bro.
Literally.
To fit whatever narrative you want it to fit.
In his eyes. I think people are starting to understand and learn who he is. He's arrived. He's here.
All right, man.
Bro, they were literally in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Like,
yeah, exactly. And nobody cared.
Nobody cared, bro.
The only thing people said, they said the Celtics had the easiest road to NBA championship ever. That's what they said. The same team. Siakam was on the team.
Same team. And granted, I think, Tyree got hurt one of them. He didn't play most of the series, but it's like, bro, like they literally beat the Bucks last year again, and they beat who did they beat second round? Hey, who did they beat second? Oh, they beat the Knicks. They beat the Knicks second round. Like, I mean, it was beating up on injured teams last year too, but it's like, I mean, I kind of respect this run a little bit more since what they've been doing so far in this conference finals. But I mean, bruh, like I feel like Tyree's doing the same thing he was doing last year, bruh. But it's crazy. Goalposts literally move every single week, bro. After every game, bro. After every game, goalposts move every game.
I think it's pretty basic. Like the case for Trae Young or whatever. It's like, okay, if he's the best passer in the game, right? The only person who can even put up an argument with him is Jokic. Plus, he gives you 24 plus points a night scoring. What is the confusion? Like, I don't get it. Any other player, there's no confusion. If Halliburton was averaging 24, because we're seeing it right now when he's averaging whatever he's averaging through the playoffs, how people are talking about him. If he's averaging that in the regular season through the course of an 82-game season, like Trae Young is, why is that being questioned? Why is that being laughed at, et cetera, whatever the case might be? I pulled up one thing with the game, and I saw it was like a 20-point game in the third quarter, and I was like, oh, this is behind, because I thought they were in the fourth quarter. It's real. They're in the third quarter, and it's like a 20-point game.
21, yeah.
But yeah. I think the only thing that was a reasonable reason to fire Landry Fields, like we mentioned last episode, was turning down the Siakam trade.
Yeah.
For Buffkin, because I seen someone, I think it might have been our boy Jesse. He posted he reposted Buffkin's College Park highlights and said, I still believe. He only had 23 points in that game. Like, he was saying it like Buffkin had like 50 or 40 in the G League. He had 23 points. Bartholomew or whatever, one of them kids they always call up and he don't ever play. He averaging like 50. He had like 45 points. The kid that was doing the Cat Barrett, what's his name? Cat.
Oh yeah, Cat Barber. Cat Barber, yeah.
Cat Barber was looking like Superman. 30-point triple doubles, leading the team in the showcase all the way to the finals, and he barely get in the game for the Hawks. I mean, like he should play. He even a nice rotational player sometimes when they have injuries. But I say all this to say, like, Buffkin wasn't playing well enough in the G League for you to be like, oh yeah, he's gonna be him. Like,
he had a stretch. Not his second year. Was it his second year or first year? I forgot. I always get this is his third year, I think. It was one year he had a good like week or 2 week stretch. And then the Hawks recalled him. They called him back on the team. And I think this was around the time that Trae had got hurt. He hurt his hand.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like they played the Mavericks and he like locked up Kyrie for like a few possessions and everybody was like, oh shoot, like we got his one. Like I mean, it's obvious like he can play defense for sure. I just think his scoring is kind of just like not consistent right now. But it's like, I mean, when you look back at it now, you probably do want to pull that trade. Like, I mean, I don't as much as people like I guess did the whole SGA thing. Like I never bought into it. Because SGA is just on a different level. And I mean, he wasn't playing at the level he was playing at now. He's playing at now, but it still wasn't like I didn't see a role for him to be that type of level of player. So I don't know, man. I think Landry should have pulled it, but I mean, who knows, man? Who knows what could have happened? Like, who knows?
Because beyond Trae just having an all-star caliber player next to him, it's having an all-star big next to him.
Right.
Like, which is like you've seen what Trae has turned John Collins into, and John Collins is pretty much averaging similar stats, up in Utah that he was in Atlanta. Pretty consistent player, but he's like just an above average player. Yeah. And Jalen Johnson is an all-star, but he still isn't Pascal Siakam level. He still isn't Karl Anthony Towns level, and he probably never will be Karl Anthony Towns because Karl Anthony Towns is 7 foot. So that's different. It's just a different level of all-star, consistent all-stars throughout the league versus someone who's growing into becoming an all-star and still looking for his first full healthy season.
Yeah.
So Trae just hasn't had the help. Like what people said, who has been his only point guard, his backup point guard. People say Lou Williams, the 1 year they did go to the Eastern Conference Finals. So, I mean, the facts are just the facts. Trae just hasn't had the help like that. And I think you can't have a fair conversation comparing all of the guards together if the help doesn't line up. Like with Luka, I remember, I think it was early in Trae's career where they were talking about like Trae had more help than Luka. I think it was like maybe the Eastern Conference Finals run. They're like Gallinari and Lou Will and Bogey, and Luka doesn't have all of that. And it was kind of the exact opposite when Trae first started his rookie and sophomore year with Dwayne Dedman and 50-year-old Vince Carter and all those people and stuff like that. Like it was like the Hawks don't have it that much help. So I don't know, bro. I think it all depends on help because it's a team sport at the end of the day, especially at a small guard size. So that leads me into my next question, Malik. Do you think a small guard can lead a team to an NBA championship?
I don't think so. I'm trying to. I don't. I mean, history says no. I mean, history says no.
Curry.
But every time somebody say Curry small, I'm like, bro, like, hey, you like 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, he's 6'3", but Trae is like 6'2".
It just seemed like every time I don't know. I mean, if you consider Steph a small guard, then I guess like yeah. But when I think small, I think like like Isaiah Thomas small or like who's smaller than Steph? Who are small guards in the league?
Brunson has to. If Trae is
Brunson.
if Trae is 6'2", 6'3", Brunson is probably 6'1".
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the same ballpark, 6'1", 6'3".
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man.
Because with those teams, it was like who are the centers? Andrew Bogut, you know, you have to respect the former #1 pick, but at the time he was on the Golden State, he was like over the hill. David Lee was on the. I think David Lee got traded before they like went up though. Festus Ezeli, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Steph is just like, I mean, when you look at Steph, like I just feel like he's like an outlier, bro. Like he was like the best player, almost like the second or first. Like you can arguably say he's the best player in the league when he won. Like, I mean, Jalen, you can't say that about Jalen Brunson right now. But at the same time, he got Cat with him, so it's like, not like he doing it all by himself. And I mean,
no. If Brunson won, it wouldn't be Brunson led a team to a championship. It would be Brunson and Cat helped the team to a championship.
Right.
And the same thing, like I said, like if Trae wins a championship with an elite big, like say Jalen Johnson has a healthy season and he's an all-star, and you know Rashad becomes an all-star, so you got 2 all-stars now, and Trae takes his level of game to another level of play because he has more help, and they peak at the right time. They get some scoring off the bench, you know, they keep LeVert, and then they might draft a kid that can shoot the ball and draft a backup for Onyeka, and Onyeka fouls less. All of those things put together, right place, right time, they make a run to the finals, whether or not they win or not. They'll look at it like Jalen Johnson, Rashad, and and Trae went to the finals, not just Trae led a team to the finals by himself.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, because I mean, when you kind of look at it, if folks have been doing this like the past few, Hawks fans have been doing this the past few days with how much success the Pacers are having now, they're like, oh, so all you need is a floor general point guard, a defender, a solid wing player, a stretch 5, and a 4 that can do anything. And it's like, oh, am I talking about? I think it was, I don't know who it was. I think it was West. Shout out West. I think West was like, am I talking about the Hawks or the Pacers? Because it's like their starting 5 is kind of like built the same.
Yeah, except for Siakam's good.
Yeah.
I don't know why, like people like I said, if the Pacers win a championship, Pascal Siakam has 2 championships, and people can't just overlook that. You can't do it. Like you have to start looking at Siakam as one of them ones.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's true.
He's an all-star. He's the one who was he was probably better than Kyle Lowry that year.
Yeah,
that playoff run. So he was the second best player on Toronto when they won. And he was the second best player on the Pacers when they won, if they win. You can't overlook that. And people just keep, oh, man, Siakam. No, that Siakam trade put the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. And that Siakam trade has them on the verge of going to the NBA Finals right now. Halliburton by himself ain't going to do it. Halliburton by himself is the Sacramento Kings, respectfully.
Nah, for sure.
So, I mean.
Because Draymond literally said after they lost to the Timberwolves, he was like, it's been 2 times, I think he said in his career, where he feels like he's been like completely dominated in the playoff series. And he was like, it was Julius this past time, and it was when they played Siakam in the finals. It was like, bro, like I lost my matchup. Like he was just giving me work. And I was like, bro, Siakam, that was his coming out party. Like it was honestly, it was Siakam and Fred. Like Kyle was them 2 boys that was hooping. Like I remember Fred was just like pulling up and shooting, and like it was going like, nah, Fred and Siakam, like they had a squad. Like when you really think about it.
And what else did Fred do? Fred goes to Houston. It's a couple guys in the league, man. People don't be looking at. Van Vliet goes to Houston. All of a sudden, Houston put it together.
Yeah.
Tobias Harris leaves Philly, goes back to Detroit. Philly falls apart. They had injuries. I don't know if you've been watching the NBA for the past. Philly been having injuries every single year for the whole Embiid era. That ain't nothing new, but they still always made the playoffs. What was the glue? Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris goes back to Detroit. Detroit all of a sudden put it together.
Playoffs.
Those type of players, bro. Tobias Harris, Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam. Those are the players that people will overlook. People know they good players, everything like that. They solid players, not the superstars, but those are the guys that are going to take you to that next level. It was like that with PJ Tucker a few years ago. That's why everybody wanted PJ Tucker, because it just happened to be every team he was on ended up going to the finals.
Literally.
So I mean, it's just those certain players that just, I don't know if it's veteran leadership or glue or lead. I don't know what it is. They just do all the right things on the court. But those guys, man, are man, look who's in the building, bro. Those guys are just irreplaceable. Big Holla in the building. He said, okay. Okay. I definitely have OKC winning it all. Like, I think OKC is gonna beat whoever makes it out of the East, but it's still, something I want to, it's just, in terms of the Hawks, bro, like you have to look at this, because these are both teams that the Hawks can compete with. I think it's currently constructed. Forget like the draft and this and that. The 2025 Hawks can compete with both of these teams in a 7-game series.
I would have loved to see like a Pacers Hawks series. And even when they played the Thunder this season, the first time they played them was like earlier in the season, like probably like the third, fourth game of the season. And I mean they matched up pretty well with them until like the fourth quarter, where like everything kind of just fell apart. And they weren't even all the way healthy. I don't think Dre played that game or something like that. But I mean the second time they played it, they just got mollywopped. But I think that was like polling anything happening. But I mean, I think the Hawks match up with them too. Like I don't know if they might get a game out the Thunder, but the series, like, I don't know, the Thunder are just on a different level right now. Like, they're just clicking. Like Shea, when I watch Shea play and just like how he just get to his spot, and it's like he just don't miss. And granted, like folks are talking about like, and I've mentioned it too, like the fouling thing is crazy. Like the fouling, the foul merchant and everything, like that's crazy. But he get about 7-10 free throws. I mean, he's still dropping 30, 38, 40 points dang near. So I mean, they just got a squad around them, man. Like JALEN, Chad, like they got a good bench. Like Lou Dort. I mean, they've just built that team, bro. And JALEN and Chet are still in their rookie deals. Like, this is the perfect time to win. Like, they could literally, like, they could trade one of them boys and like get better because they got draft picks. Like, they can get somebody else. They can get Giannis if they wanted to. Like, it's OKC just built for like to last for a minute now, man. Like, but what they're doing now is crazy. And they added Caruso. They added Caruso and Hartenstein. They freaking traded Caruso for Josh Giddey. Like, it was just a straight up no picks or nothing. Like, that was probably the biggest move they made this season.
Yeah, no, 100%. Did you see that clip of Caruso when they were like, he's just a different level on defense, and someone was like, he's fouling a lot?
I thought it would, but I didn't see him. I didn't see them when they said he was fouling.
He's just grabbing Anthony Edwards' forearm away from the refs, and that was like what he was doing. And Edwards was still dribbling, and that was what it was. But, what I want to say about that, it was I think the only team constructed in the East this year that was built to match up well and to beat OKC in the finals would have been Cleveland. That was the only team, honestly, to be completely honest, because Boston, they really just, beyond the injuries, they just lived too much by the three.
Yeah.
It was literally live by the three, die by the three from this season, so they kind of like stood no chance. And I don't know, that's where I stood with everything and stuff. So, but yeah, in terms of the Hawks, I think you definitely have to make another swing, bro, for a superstar, because that's the only way. I feel like we have a good enough sample size with Trae Young to see that is the only way that this is going to work for Trae Young, is swinging for another superstar, man.
Yeah, I don't know what and of course everybody's talking about Giannis. And a few people are talking about KD. But I mean, outside of those two, I don't know. It only takes is one like disgruntled person like in the off season, and he's like, I'm trying to get out of wherever I am. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that looks like. But shit, we don't even know if Giannis is leaving yet. Like he ain't even said anything, so he could literally just be like, "Yeah, I'm staying in Milwaukee. I'm gonna try to make it work." Blah blah blah. I don't see anybody out there that the Hawks could get besides him. And I really don't. I mean, the KD move is cool, but like, I don't know if I'm trading. Like, you telling me I got to trade Zach for KD for like a year or two or KD? I don't think I'm not doing that. I don't think KD is at that, like, it's there. Like, I don't think he's at that point in his career now where like he can, like, I guess take you over the top unless you already like a team like the Timberwolves. I think he would be good for them because they already got, Ant, Julius, they got people around. Like, I don't know. I don't know how KD would fit with the Hawks. I mean, it sounds good, but I feel like you might have to give up a lot that you don't want to just to get him.
Holla said KD is AT is. Oh, hold on. KD is taking. KD is taking, huh?
Hilarious.
KD is taking. Okay. KD is taking. All right. So, I think, I don't know, man. KD on the Hawks, it doesn't like you said, you heard what we had the discussion last episode of Rashad and Jalen Johnson for Giannis. I would do it, even though most fans wouldn't do it, because it's like you have to look at it like Giannis is a top 5 player in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you kind of have to do. Holla said he's taking the Hawks to the Eastern Conference easily. I don't know if you can say easily because it's like I look at Brooklyn years, man. I look at the Brooklyn years.
I don't know.
They like struggled to get out the first round, the second round.
I mean, look at Phoenix.
Yeah, but I mean, Phoenix didn't have a point guard like Trae Young.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
That's so.
They
did have both. They did have both, but it's like it was just a bad fit, bro. Chris Paul felt like another one of them players, man. Like Chris Paul, you get rid of Chris Paul for Bradley Beal, and it's like, why did you need Bradley? But you already had one of the best scoring shooting guards in the world, and you decide to get another scoring shooting guard. That's someone who they don't need, Bradley Beal, bro.
Yeah, he gotta go. He's gotta go. They was
I'm talking about the Hawks. The Hawks don't need Bradley Beal.
Oh no. Well, I remember, boy, it was years ago. Folks was like, "Yeah, we need to get Bradley Beal. We always need to get Bradley Beal." I was like, "I don't know about." I mean, back then it was like, okay, it might work. I think this was around the time they went to the conference finals or something like that, and folks was talking about, yeah, Bradley Beal. This when he was averaging 30 plus in Washington. Like, literally, they call it the empty calories, whatever he was doing in Washington. But yeah, not now. No, not now. Not now.
If he was cheaper, I'd pull the trigger. If he was cheaper and the price would have just been like a couple draft picks, pull the trigger, bro.
Yeah.
Get you a backcourt of Trae and Bradley Beal, go for it. That'll be a better go at it than Trae and DeJounte, because those are 2 point guards. This is an actual point guard and an actual shooting guard. Now you got, you know what I'm saying? You're cooking with some grease, you at least trying. But the asking price is just too high, bro. Yeah. I mean, not even the asking price. His contract's just too big.
Yeah. I definitely think that DeJounte trade, I think we talked about it last episode, but I think that literally set them boys back like a little bit for real. Like, I mean, it was a move that they thought they needed, but like, I feel like if you would have waited like another year or so, like, you could have got something that was better than that. But Trae was like, I need help. Like, I mean,
who do you think you could have got if you held off on DeJounte for a year?
Shoot, you could have probably got Cat.
Ooh.
Probably could have got Cat.
I don't think anybody knew Cat was on the market, especially after them jokers went to the Western Conference Finals.
That's true. I mean, you probably could have got Cat. Shoot, you probably could have got Siakam too.
You probably could have got Luka.
I'm trying to think of all the players that got traded between the DeJounte trade and now. Like, I mean, Siakam or Cat would have been perfect. Either one of them boys would have been perfect on the Hawks. I mean, Hawks fans was already talking about they wanted Cat. Like, Cat and Trae would have been nasty. I don't know how it would have looked defensively, but I mean, on offense, boy, that would have been crazy. But
I forgot these boys got Miles Turner too, so they got a front court of Miles Turner and Siakam, 4-5 tandem with that, and they've had it for the last couple of years.
Yeah,
that ain't nothing to sneeze at, bro. That's a legitimate 4-5. Like Hawks fans, you talk about they've been wanting Siakam, they've been wanting Miles Turner for the longest too. Shout out to Miss D. Miss D. Man, shout out to Reggie, bro. Reggie, man. If you trying to come back on, I know you got your home set up and everything like that. For sure. But yeah, man. I think with Trae, he just needs help, bro. He's literally the Caitlin Clark of the NBA. So it's like, you know, you get a lot of turnovers, you get a lot of missed shots, but you get a lot of exciting makes, and you get a lot of nice passes, and he's gonna lead the league in assists, you know. But he does need that. He does need something else because obviously he can't do it by himself. And no players can, like LeBron James can't do it by himself, and he's like the prototypical guy that you want leading the team and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. Trae has how many years left?
This is his last one, I think, and then it's a player option or something. I think it's something like that.
Let me pull it up.
He can sign an extension this summer.
Okay, so he's eligible for an extension.
He's eligible for an extension this summer. So folks are already like, okay, if he doesn't sign this summer, then your eyes should be a little bit wide because it's like, okay, this doesn't seem like it's going to go the route the Hawks want to. But if he signs, it's like, okay, he's bought in, like, you know. So yeah, is the blue? Oh yeah, the green is a player option. Yeah, so he has a player option for next year. So
and Zion is him in New Orleans, they're pretty locked in too.
I saw this here report about that. Yeah,
so they're locked in. Giannis looks like he might go back to Milwaukee. Still early in the offseason. You know how like much narratives can really change a person's mind over a course of time.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much it. Who's on the market? I know Lonzo wants Melo to get traded.
Yeah, to the Clippers. I don't see how that works. Unless you finish. James and LaMelo works. They the same player.
Yeah, the same player. Yeah,
literally the same exact player. Like folks was like up in arms about how James and Chris Paul was gonna work out, and that worked out perfectly. But I think like LaMelo and James are just too alike. Like they're literally a mirror of themselves. Like it's crazy.
James is like Trae too.
Yeah.
What was it that I wanted to ask about? Okay, so we talked about LaMelo, we talked about Trae. We talked about James Harden. It was yes, we were a week early, Malik, on Chris Paul.
What happened? Wait, do.
Well, people are just talking about Chris Paul time with San Antonio. We were a week early on that discussion.
Yeah.
Where do you think Chris Paul could even go?
So we talked about it. I think he stay West Coast, because then you say it's his son plays.
Yeah, his son was going to Sierra Canyon a couple years ago when I was over there.
I go Sierra Canyon. He in the later part of his career. I feel like at this point, folks just be worried about like, you know, I want to be close to my family and stuff like that. Like he's never played on the East Coast before. I don't know. I think he goes somewhere west. I just don't know where. Like, does he go play with Bron before Bron retires, or Does he re-sign with San Antonio? Like, I think they were talking about KD. KD was interested in signing with the trading, like getting a trade in with the Spurs or something like that. Like, if you get KD, does Chris Paul resign there? I mean, I don't think at this point in his career he's not a starter anymore. He's not a starter anymore. So I'm pretty sure he's definitely gonna go to a contender. So when you look at the contenders in the West, I don't think he goes Timberwolves because Timberwolves have Rob and Mike. Does he go back to OKC and play with Shea? Like, do they need a backup? Who's there? I don't even know who their backup point guard is. Oh, Cason Wallace. I don't think he gets minutes in OKC. Rockets, I don't think that relationship is well with how everything went. Lakers, like I said, do you go back to Bron? I don't know. Nuggets, depending on what they do with Russ. Hey, what is Russ going to do? That's really another big question. What does Russ do? Clippers, I don't think he goes back Clippers. Timberwolves, like I said, Robin, Mike. Warriors, nah, he already did Warriors. Grizzlies, I'm not sure.
He tries to get Ja's head on straight.
Hey, Derrick Rose tried to do that, and it
Oh
worked.
yeah, Derrick Rose. They literally like signed. I was about to say hired. They signed the old Ja Morant, like literally.
Really, literally.
It didn't change a thing.
Does he go Mavericks?
To back up
Kyrie's out until like January.
Oh yeah, Kyrie's gonna be
They
out.
are going to be looking for a point guard.
You said he's not starting, but he started 82 games last season.
He did start. He did.
82.
But, wait, he started with De'Aaron Fox. Did they play next to each other?
Yeah, they had to.
Wow.
Because he started 82 games.
Oh,
But
no.
yeah, Mavericks could be a choice.
Mavericks makes sense.
Yeah, especially with AD.
He either re-signs with Spurs or goes Mavericks. Or
They
like,
all get hurt. They could take times being hurt.
yeah, those are my three options for him. I think it's Lakers, Mavericks, Spurs.
Okay, all right.
If he go East, like I said, I don't think he goes East, but I mean the Hawks would be nice. They need a point guard. They need a point guard.
They needed a point guard forever, bro.
Yeah, they need a backup point guard. Like, that's why it makes sense.
They needed a backup point guard for it. Like, Chris Paul will probably make the Hawks a top 3 team, bro. Like a healthy Jalen Johnson, a good draft, and signing Chris Paul will push him into the top 3, bro.
Yeah, I would actually like that.
But it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's wishful thinking. Is there anything else for Trae for him to be considered one of those guys again in the league?
You just gotta win. I think that's what it is. Like, folks have been like, I think folks are just more just like prone to like hate or just like forget what he does because he's not playing in May. He's not playing in June. Like, the last time we saw Trae was at the beginning of April. And like so much happened since then. Like, all these narratives and stuff like that. Like, folks are saying Halliburton is the face of the NBA now. Like, who would have thought? I mean, it's not true, but like, that's a crazy narrative. It's a crazy narrative.
Who's your top 3 point guards in the East right now? Or like the ranking of them?
In the East? Wait, can you pull up the East real quick? Because I'm thinking I'm going JALEN in there. All right, my 3, JALEN, Trae. Yikes, that's hard.
It's simple. The top 3 are simple. It's the order that I think that's arguable.
Are we still doing Dame?
Hallie.
Yeah, I'm a Halliburton hater. I'm just gonna go out there and say that. I'm gonna
Hey yo!
I'm gonna come clean. I gave my boy his props last game. I gave my boy his props last game. He did his thing last game. I'm still not like he's a good player. He's a good player, but it's gonna take about the entire offseason for me to revert back to my non-hating stuff. So I gotta leave him out for now.
Wait, he got 6 points tonight.
That's what I'm trying to tell these folks, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell these folks, bro. He had 4 points in one of the games. Like he had 4 points, and nobody was talking about it, bro. Nobody was talking about it. He had 4 points in one of the games. You can't, bro. If Trae did that, oh my god,
it's over with. If Trae did that, they'd be like Trae Young when he not getting to the foul line 20 times a game, and there'd be the little AI of him and doing McDonald's.
And that's why I'm trying. Look. So who I'm about to put in number 3? He Young. Like, all right.
Melo?
I want to put Dame in my top 3. I do want to put Dame in my top 3 because he's proven like everything, but with the injury and everything, and what I've seen this season, I may be a prisoner of the moment as well. But CADE Cunningham.
Oh, CADE does count as a PG.
You said, huh?
CADE does count as a PG.
Yeah. He balled this year. He balled this year.
So you think CADE is better than LaMelo?
I think so.
LaMelo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like them dudes be losing, but like
that's why I can't put him in my top 3.
LaMelo be hooping.
He don't move the needle. That's why it's hard for me to put him in the top 3 because like, bro, they like the 10th, 11th, 12th seed every year. Like, I don't, bro. Like, and I remember when we was talking about it early this season. Dude was shooting more threes than Steph. I said, bro, you got a green light like that in Charlotte, but it makes sense because it's like they not winning. What he averaged this season? He was averaging 30.
I'm trying to see how many games he played. He played 51 games his rookie season. He played 47 games this season, 22 the year before, 36 the year before that, and 75 one year.
He barely played.
The year he played 75 games,
All-star.
He was an all-star, and let me see where Charlotte was. Hold on, give me a second. Charlotte.
Was that the year that they played the Hawks in the play-in?
It might be. They went 43 and 39.
Yeah, that was the year.
So the 1 year that they played postseason basketball or some version of postseason basketball was the year that he played 75 games. Those are, just important things to keep in mind with that stuff.
How much he averaged it? Yeah, what? Bro, he took 11 3-pointers this year. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, he averaged 25 points.
25 and 7.
So he was shooting for 33 points off of 3-pointers alone.
Oh.
That's kind of crazy. I
don't think they got order right now over there, bro. Like, I like what they got. I do like what they got. They got LaMelo, Brandon.
He's still shooting 34% from 3-point range.
That's crazy.
Because like, hold on. Let me
40 when he was an all-star.
Yeah, because I ain't even gonna say. I'm gonna just pull it up, and I ain't gonna say nothing. All right, because hold on. I'm about to scroll down. Give me a second. I gotta scroll down to it. Let me get to highlight it.
I didn't know it was that bad. He shot 26% this year? Wait, who was that?
%26 from 3. You know what I'm saying? So,
bruh,
You know
I
what I
thought
mean?
that was Trae. I said, when did Trae shoot 26%? She's shooting 26% from 3 right
Man. Let the people tell it, bro. Let the people tell it, bro.
now? Wow. Bro.
You the hater.
I'm praying. Please, Jordan, come back. Please, Jordan. Please.
So this year, Trae, he shot 34% from 3 and 41% from the field. He averaged 24 points, 11.6 assists.
Bro, Trae be playing, bro.
Trae be hooping. Just under five turnovers a game. So his ratio was like 11.6 to 4.7.
And I've been seeing folks try to talk about how he, like, I guess why he not in like these top point guard, or like why folks be disrespecting him is because of his turnovers. Bro, he's literally the only guy on the floor like with the ball in his hand. I'm pretty sure his usage is like one of the highest in the league. Like, and Tyrese, I mean, of course, like I'm sure his numbers are like off the chain as far as his ratio, his assist to turnover ratio, but like he's not scoring at the same level that Trae is. Like, it's levels to it, bro. It's levels. It's literally levels. Like Tyrese averaged 18, bro. He averaged 18 and what? 18 and 8? 18 and 9?
Hold on, I'm trying to scroll back up to it. Minutes per game. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Hallie, he averaged 18.6 points a game. Only 9.2 assists per game, too. But 1.6.
1.6 turnovers.
Pretty good.
That's amazing. That's actually really good.
For 9 assists a game is crazy.
Bro.
9 assists to 1 turnover game is pretty
9 assists to 1, bro. Like, I can't lie. Like, he is a legit floor general, but
and shot 39% from 3, 47% from the field.
It's just he's not doing what like.
But Trae is averaging 6 more points than him.
Yeah, Trae is shooting way. I'm pretty sure he's shooting way much more. He's shooting way more than
he's averaging
Tyrese.
Nearly 10 2-pointers a game and 8 3-pointers a game. So he's shooting about 18 times a game. Hallie's shooting 7 3-pointers a game. And goodness gracious, 14 2-pointers a game.
Wow. They probably all layups.
Yeah.
They probably layups. I think it's safe to say this game is over.
Well, there it is. So we will be getting a game 6.
We'll be getting a game 6.
And let me pull up Brunson while we're having this discussion.
Oh yeah, Brunson. Oh yeah.
My top 3 guys, top 3 PGs in the East, it'll be Trae. I gotta go Hallie and Brunson, bro.
No, I respect it. I respect that.
I gotta go Hallie and Brunson, bro.
I want to say I want to keep Dame in there, but Dame just like I don't know, man.
If we were doing the top 5, I'll say Dame.
Yeah, for sure.
And Dame and CADE.
No,
it's like, dang, can I say no? LaMelo? LaMelo be hooping. Like LaMelo, one of them underrated hoopers, I feel like. Which sounds crazy, but he underrated, bro.
Oh, I remember when they played the Hawks like at the beginning of the season, and he went crazy. Like,
he would have missed.
Bro, it looked like he was just throwing the ball up.
And he was doing this, and he was like just walking into him. I'm like, bro, he's not missing, bro. But LaMelo's really good, bro.
No, LaMelo definitely good. LaMelo definitely good.
7 assists and 3 turnovers, 2.5 turnovers a game. So pretty much, if he averaged as many assists as Trae, he have as many turnovers as Trae.
Oh, he taking 18 and he taking 12 2-pointers.
Nah. It's 18 field goals.
18 field goals.
18 field goals a game. Trae taking how many field goals? Hold on, let me go back to it. Trae's taking
18.
Trae's taking 18. Halliburton's taking 13. Okay, that makes more sense now.
Oh no, that's that. Oh, yeah, that's Tyrese. Yeah.
Yeah. We thought it was the 2
Oh
point.
yeah, you're right. Yeah. See, he
Yeah.
just he's
He's
literally
shooting less.
his volume is all the way up, bro. Like
Yeah.
if you Tyrese, like you better not have that many turnovers. Like
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. So yeah, that's my top 3 to be honest. And then if I had to go top 5, it's difficult for me. So I even bump out Dame to be honest, bro, because it's like Dame ain't played all year for
over Dame.
I had to go LaMelo over Dame, bro.
Bro, the only reason I can't put LaMelo in there, bro, because he don't know how to win, bro. He just ain't winning.
I'm gonna go Trae number 1. I'm gonna go Brunson 2, Halliburton 3, Dame. No, not Dame. LaMelo 4 and CADE 5.
Oh, I'm gonna go Trae. I'm gonna go Trae, JALEN.
Hold on. Give me a second. Let me create a I'm gonna create a thing for this. So
Bro, remember when we used to do the Mount Rushmores every week?
bro, yes, bro. All right, hold on. Top East PGs. Okay. Rashad. I'm gonna say Trae 1, 2, Brunson, 3, Hallie, 4, LaMelo, and then 5, CADE. Okay, Malik.
All right, I'm going Trae, Brunson. Oh, this is 5. What did I say was on my I said K, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go K. Dame. Am I missing? I'm gonna go Tyrese. Am I missing? No, I'm not.
If I had to go 6, I would go Dame. 7, I would go DG there.
True.
And now it gets tricky because now I'm like, Tyrese, Maxey.
That's it, ain't it?
Nah. Hold on, let me go to the Eastern Conference teams.
Celtics don't got Magic. Who got Magic point guard? Oh, JALEN.
Exactly. Suggs.
Tyler's a shooting guard.
Brooklyn.
What? Get COLBY White?
Raptors. Who's the Raptors point guard?
That's a very good question. They don't even have they got all forwards.
Oh, that's over with. Emmanuel quickly. No, sir. No, thank you.
Yeah, I forgot they had quickly. Dang.
Yeah, IQ. Yeah, so I guess you gotta go Suggs. No.
I go. Who did we not? I go. Yeah, look.
Derrick White, Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, Derrick White. Derrick. Yeah, I do Jrue / Derrick.
10.
Then I might go
COLBY White.
Quickly. Oh, COLBY. No, yeah, COLBY. Yeah, COLBY.
All right. Who you got for 6?
6. Who did I leave out? I guess I'll go LaMelo. Nah, hold up. Do I want to go D? Do I want to go Garland or LaMelo? I'm gonna go Garland. Then I'm gonna go LaMelo. Dang, do I like that? Then of course Maxey. I'll go Maxey 8. That's 6 through 8 hurting me right now. Because do I really think that DG is better than Maxey? All right, no. I don't think I'm gonna go switch out. Yeah. This will definitely change next week. Whenever 9, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I go JRUE/DERRICK. Then 10, yeah, COLBY.
All right, there it is. Top 10 point guards in the Eastern Conference, according to us.
Top 10.
Dang, it's a nice little group.
Nah, they do got East do got some guards.
East that 1 through 8, they all legit.
Yeah, shoot, they all 8 been all-stars. Yeah.
If you go down to 9, all
JRUE be all-star too.
Yeah, JRUE. You go 1 through 9, them jokers been all-stars. So, and Coby White has been a top snub for the past couple years.
Yeah.
So let me exit out of this Knicks game and the other tab. Okay, cool. All right, so that's what it is. That's what Trae got to do. Trae got to know what he got to do. He got to win. How you win? You got to get a partner. Who's gonna be your partner? You got to go to the front office and press him. So Trae, that's what you have to do. You got to play GM. You need to go to Atlanta. You need to come to Atlanta. You don't need to be in no LA. You don't need to be in Norman, Oklahoma. How are you gonna recruit the boys? You're not even in the city.
He got 3 homes. My boy got 3 homes.
Boy got 3 homes, man.
He definitely probably gonna be at one of the finals games. And OKC, he got to. His
kid go to Sierra Canyon, bro.
Yeah.
Trae kid go to Sierra Canyon. Nah. Shout out to Trae though, but Trae know what he got to do, man. He got to recruit, and where you recruit, you got to be in the city. So when people come to the city, you can show them real time, like where you go, where the spots is, everything like that. How you like to lay low. If they cool people like you, because you pretty cool person, a home body, you know what I'm saying, a family man, things of that sort. You got to show them around Atlanta. What chill people do around Atlanta, all this stuff. You got to recruit.
That's true. That's real.
So that's what it is. That's what Trae got to do to get his respect. Because right now, the media got Trae right here.
Facts.
Behind CADE.
Facts. That's exactly how it looks. Shoot, they might have him. Shoot, they might have him 7.
Oh, yeah, they might have him 7. Yeah, exactly. So Trae, you got to tighten up, bro. But yeah, that's this episode of Birds and Buckets, season 2, episode 2 with Malik. Malik, anything else you want to let the people know about?
Nah, man. I think we touched on everything, man.
All right, cool beans. See y'all next week. Everything like that. W Consistency, episode 2 is in the books. Shout out to my boy Holla for stopping by, showing some love in the chat. Shout out to the people of Atlanta. His podcast. Hold on, let me make sure I pull him up. Hold on, give me a second. Shout out to my boy Tion as well. Former Hooper himself. Here we go. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. TPOA, people of Atlanta, y'all make sure y'all check him out.
Hilarious.
Yeah, T is one of a kind, bro. Like, you gotta watch the episodes. If you know, you know. Who is this? Oh, I gotta watch this episode. Sports betting is
TV ratings.
Yeah. So I definitely gotta check that out. But yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out that boy Holla. Check out his clips page as well. He got about 3-4 channels. He really do this YouTube thing. He put me on the game. So yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all check them boys out. Hey, and until next time. Oh, hold on. Let me plug Malik page since he said he returning to YouTube this Sunday. I looked up Malik Brown. The first thing that came up was our live. Dang, Malik, hold on. Ghost, let me put in power. Malik Brown power.
Omari Hardwick.
Oh yeah, that's what I gotta put. Amari Hardwick.
I'm gonna get back at it, y'all. I don't know when, but just give me some time, y'all. Give me some time.
All right.
I'm gonna work.
Malik is returning to YouTube as well. So I'll make sure y'all subscribe, everything like that. It hasn't uploaded in 9
Roll
months.
the 1K. Roll the 1K.
Roll the 1K on the way. That boy got 330. He already got
crazy.
Man. Well, you already got a little cheat code, a little shortcut. So you might as well.
Got a little something.
See, look at the shorts. The shorts performing well though.
Facts.
Let's say nothing about the shorts. But yeah, for sure. All right, bet. That's it. That's where you can find us. Y'all make sure y'all support all that good stuff. Thanks for tuning in. Episode 2, season 2 of Birds in the Buckets. Until next time, y'all take care of yourselves. Peace.
And if they come out clean,